justice for Mohbad. So social media has been quiet a bit about the so-called widow of Mohbad. What exactly is going on? People have argued, quarrels, fought each other. Is she being persecuted, or she's actually being tried, at least on social media, for the lies, manipulation, and so many that resulted to the demise of Mohbad? Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to listen to a seer, self-acclaimed prophet. He has something to say about the journey and what will become of Cynthia Omowunwo Adebanjo and Queen Mother. She's known as that, and also known as Secretary Iyabo Ojo. Please like, share, tap on the subscribe button as we jump right into this one.
The Lord showed me Mohbad's wife, the late Mohbad, may so rest in peace. I saw her, she got married to a responsible man and had more children. You want to die of anger, jealousy, it will kill you. But she will marry, have children, and live in peace. Just watch. And she will serve God. So all of you in anger, wait, anger is coming. Was it not here I told you that Toto DK will serve God? Was it not here I spoke it 2 years ago?
Yeah, no, that one. I have been come. Any man with drug go. Making mommy. Only any but what I do. Okay. You mean you come on? Because then don't go move.
When you come,
one light alone. One alone to tell me. Me power. But my focus. I love you. I don't know what I'm.
Mohbad died inside the house. So even if there was a camera outside, how did with the camera outside turn a 360 degree now, zoom into the house to see what happened in the house? Mohbad did not die outside in the compound. He died inside the house.
So when we got to the hospital, the doctor tried to examine him. I think like 15 minutes later, just the doctor broke the news that he's dead. Tried, they did so many things to resuscitate. So we 5 years, but I think like 20 minutes after, the doctor broke the news again that he's dead. And
if I give Nigeria the ideas of what wants to happen, they will block it. So I will talk with wisdom. And let me tell you, Madam Iyabo Ojo, those people taking your daughter's name, so that when your daughter divorces, they will celebrate your pain. Wherever your daughter have been taken to marine spirit, to water spirit, I tell you, Nigeria is wicked. Though. This one, the things that is happening to what they call that young lady, that she and her husband are having problem. It is not ordinary fight, it's a spiritual battle. That's the same thing they want to cause for your daughter 2026. As a mother, every day you wake up, tell your daughter you will stay married. You will remain married forever and ever. Every life I lived that did not please God in the past, you will not bear any consequences. Anyone that is cursing you because of me, it will not work. Tell your daughter that prayer every morning, every weekend, every day of your life. Tell her, whatever I have suffered that I went through for sacrifice, you will not go through it, my daughter. Every day, actress, men that hate you is taking your daughter to separate that marriage. Tell your daughter to accept tolerance. Tell your daughter to accept patience. Tell your daughter that in marriage, forgiveness is breakfast and forgiveness is dinner. Let her not follow social media. Let her know that no marriage is perfect. Your enemies are taking your daughter to different places. Madam Ojo, I'm just a messenger. Don't come for me. Don't look for phone call to come and solve the problem. Your Nigerian people are wicked.
ló pa Mohbad ẹni yes àlè ló pa Mohbad.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Well, a lot of Nigerians are used to listening to seers and self-acclaimed prophets. Is it that they are saying Tinubu is going to RIP, Tinubu is going to be arrested by the military, or stuff like, oh, the late president was going to RIP before his second term. I'm talking of Buhari. A lot of them have said, now, does it mean that they did not see? Possibly. But the thing about vision is that it is not constantly stable. It could change at any time. Depending on the action and inaction. Now, he talked about how Cynthia will marry a good man, and how she's innocent and she's just being persecuted against popular belief or talk out there, which as long as you do not have evidence, or somehow if you cannot pursue evidence, which a lot of people expected Mohbad's father to do, you cannot accuse Cynthia directly or indirectly of unaliving Mohbad. Now, what are the evidences that would have shed light to this demise of Mohbad, and of course corroborate stories that we've heard? Example of one of it is what Iyabo just said, and we all know that Iyabo and the same Cynthia, it's a union or a friendship of mentor and mentee. Both of them must have spoken, and she talks about it every time. Oh, I spoke to Cynthia. In fact, there was a time Cynthia spent time in her house, and Cynthia, in truth and also in lie, would have said certain things to her like, hey, Queen Mother, this, that. I guess that's how she could come out publicly to say Mohbad passed away inside of his house and not outside of the house. That was when activist Yomi Fabi was pushing strong for the CCTV. Now, talking about CCTV should have been the focus of Mohbad's father rather than jumping from one TV station to the other alone. Now, listen carefully. I'm not saying he should not have gone to TV stations, but going there alone is stupidity. He should have gone or looked for or supported. He didn't do any of that. He wasn't interested in getting CCTV to show, even if it's neighbor, to show, so that stories will be corroborated. Like, when did you guys say you left the house and all of that? Once the discrepancies are found in their testimony or recounting of the event or whatever, and it is compared with the CCTV, compared to the CCTV, we will not be where we are today, struggling over what is right, what is not right, who is lying, who is not lying, who is telling the truth, who is not telling the truth, who is a born liar, who is not a born liar, who is this, who is that. We will not be where we are today. It would have been a different ball game. Yeah. It would have been a totally different ball game. But unfortunately, well, I don't know. it should have been a different story. Even if other leads were not pursued at that time, if it is just the CCTV that was pursued, would have made sense of it all. Yeah, would have made real big sense of it. I mean, it would have been over. It would have been over. That's it. It would have been over a long time. But unfortunately, that is not what it is. It is so, so sad. And it's a sad, sad situation. Now, what are we left with? Parents of Mohbad waiting to share Mohbad's music revenue. Cynthia on her toes, afraid, hoping that somehow this DNA paternity thing will go away so she can sit down and enjoy Mohbad's music revenue. Mohbad's sibling. Also waiting for an opportunity for them to get their dirty fingers into Mohbad's music revenue. Who is at loss here? Mohbad. So regardless of what anyone wants to say, oh, prophet, oh, I saw this in the realm of the spirit, she's going to marry a very good man. His emphasis on it simply shows that, oh, the lady is innocent. There's nothing that she should be blamed for. And even if she's going to be blamed, it is not her fault. It is Mohbad's fault. Possibly there is a spirit where Mohbad is from. That spirit is the thing, is the that. Oh, Mohbad got himself entangled with some dirty, foolish, whatever. And that's the reason why his life became what it is. You know, one thing that I have observed is that majority of these seers and pastors, without any prejudice against them, they sound different when they travel abroad. They sound different. That's because certain utterances does not align with common sense and does not align with the rule of law that has kept those society, those countries aligned. But when they come to Africa, where lawlessness abound and people don't think properly, people's mind are, they alter certain things and they expect it to make sense. In a same crime, investigation would begin by sealing off Mohbad's house, fingerprints will be collected, phone forensics will be done correctly. It will be done in a way that will maybe reveal some other crime that is hidden aside the one that possibly took Mohbad's life. Let's say Mohbad passed away as a result of substance abuse, and then coupled with a nurse that majority do call for service, auxiliary nurse, someone who does not have medical certificate, and all of that. So, it would have been a different thing if they had followed the procedure, the protocol. But that is not what happened. Everything botched from the beginning to the end. Botched. Vested interest. Greed. Police allowed every of these to fly. They allowed it. So, oh, Iyabo, your daughter, they are plotting to bring your daughter down. They want to destroy your daughter. They want to do this to your daughter. They want that marriage to crash. Well, maybe some people are not happy with Iyabo, and they believe that she has hurt them or she has done this to them, and they expect her to feel the brunt of it too. That's basically what it is. And for the Cynthia, who knows? Who knows? But what I cannot forget is what Prime Boy said, and I'm going to close with that. When we were young, we visited a seer. I don't know if it's a spiritualist, Christian, or Islam. They visited a seer who consulted, dug into their life, and warned them Mohbad was warned. At that time, Mohbad's widow and Prime Boy's girlfriend then were friends. Prime Boy wants to achieve, he wants to attain destiny. He quickly cut off from his girlfriend. Mohbad was warned. He was told, if you don't quit from this one, you will not achieve, sustain, and you will RIP. This is not for you. Mohbad kept on and on till the horrid marriage that they did, and they ended up where they are today. Yeah, Cynthia alive, and Mohbad not even buried yet. What are your thoughts? You've heard what he said. Please do drop your comments.